There's a large outhouse. There's some hitching rails in front of the car, some picnic tables. Here's an information shed with maps. More hitching rails, more picnic tables. All of the parking. Grass area. It is open, but available for horses if you need to lunge. To get to the horse camp at Willamette Mission, you will turn in front of the grass area. Follow this pavement down, and here we are. It's a nice, wide entrance. There are some tree limbs, but looks like you can get a lot of big rigs in here. There's one loop with 4 campsites. Each camping site has 4 wood corrals. We do have chains for gates and a high center if you need to put a tarp over the center, so they have a top rail. This one has a pull-through spot. Seems pretty accessible for larger rigs. There's water. This campsite seems to be a little more shaded. Some picnic tables, a fire pit. This one's going to be a back through. There is an outhouse. This campsite also has a pull through. Looks pretty accessible. There's a tree on that one corner. This last campsite has a back end. Newer bend. And we're back to the front of the loop. Still looks pretty accessible for trailers to get in and out, large trailer. From the camp, just gonna head south on this gravel road. The riding area, the camp post, and then the parking area. Alright, there's the grass riding area. So we're going to cross the road right next to the sign, and here is the start of the trail. The trails follow the river and border farmland. You do need to check the website for Willamette Mission State Park to see any closures. It looks like there are paved bike trails to cross. You will check the website for flooding also, because it's right next to the river. The horse trails do become flooded and they will close it to maintain the trails. So here is the Willamette River, where the horse trails join it. There's the trail we just came down. Right here there is a steep entrance, but it's a drop off into the river, so not recommended. This would be one of the spots. The Willamette River comes into a slough and floods quite a bit of the park. This is normally not underwater, and they probably would close it if it gets much higher. There is a short stretch along the river that has some nice round river rock to help maintain the trails when it floods. This would be one of the only sections of rock. Here again, the Willamette River is running really high right now. This is May of 2022. We had record rainfall in April and big borders. Quite a bit of farmland, which is really pretty while it's growing. The crops definitely vary. Looks like they got some wheat in there this year. So we ride next to, obviously not damaging or going out into the fields or the crops. There are some nice stretches next to the farmed fields where you could probably do some trotting and loping, but be very advised there are some underground animals, whether it be ground squirrels, moles, gophers. So there are some holes. Just be very aware if you're going to move out to watch for holes. So this time of year, with the trails being muddy and the river high, the bugs can be a little thick. So do not forget to fly spray. There's some poison hemlock and some stinging nettle. Just be careful on the trail. A fun fact about Willamette Mission State Park is that we have the nation's largest black walnut tree. It is not along the horse trails, but it is in the park. Here we are coming back to the trailhead. Back to the parking lot. Oh, there are ground squirrels. You do have to be careful of the holes. I think there's a couple little guys right there. This whole area is for us to use.